Hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel again, and I'm here doing another pre-upload. And I'm going to be doing I just inhaled that. Yeah, I was spraying Florida water. I talked and I inhaled it in my anyway. Welcome to my channel, Venus and Aries, and I am doing another pre-uploaded historical reading, and I'm going to be reading on Mansa Musa. Now, I'm not gonna front. This video was requested at least 6 months ago, and so yes, I'm way behind. But a while ago, I had watched a video on it. I heard my details. It wasn't as deep as I thought. Okay, but I did manage to write details, and I don't specifically have any questions. I'm just gonna read the details that I do have. I watched a couple of videos and I wrote it down like I do my notes in school, and I'm just gonna read from that and just pull the energy around it. Okay. If you are new to my channel, thank you for stopping by and checking me out. I do personal readings, so if you would like a personal reading, email me at rosepetals10@gmail.com. I also do zodiac sign readings, which I mostly do those on my TikTok, so follow my TikTok. I have those links in the description box and in my bio. Okay. I do upload the zodiac sign love messages and general messages on YouTube as well, so either or, right? But if you want to catch them weekly, they're on TikTok. I upload them monthly here, sometimes every 2 weeks, twice a month or monthly, but weekly on TikTok. So follow. And I do a lot of celebrity readings here, and I do historical readings, and we do historical readings to see about the accuracy of the history, because a lot of these movies, a lot of these documentaries, a lot of the histories aren't all the way 100% accurate. We know that. So check out my readings. I do a lot of them. I have a historical playlist too, so just check out the channel. Go to my playlist. I have the Kardashian playlist, Nicki Minaj, a couple of other playlists, but I have the historical playlists. Okay, so I have a couple of them, and I will be doing a lot more. Right now, currently, I have Sally Hemings and Thomas Jefferson uploading. Okay, that video was actually a little over an hour. This video is not going to be no more than 30 minutes, so it's going to be pretty quick. And we just check the accuracy. Now, when it comes to my readings, historically and celebrity-wise, I am 97.1% correct in my readings. And the reason why I say that is because I am not God. I've never actually had anybody say I've been wrong in my readings. I've never had emails saying, oh, you was wrong and you predicted this. I've never had comments saying you was wrong and you did this in my personal readings. So there it is. But I'm still 97.1% accurate in my readings because I am not God. And another reason why I decided to use that is because every time I take tests in school, I'm always 96.9% passing, like an A or an A minus sometimes. But so that's how it is in my readings. So I say that to say that I feel like when I do my historical readings that I am accurate, 97.1% accurate. So there. All right. So let's get started. The reading goes on Mansa Musa. He was the king of the Mali Empire. He was the richest person. I think Mali is near Timbuktu. I think it's a city near, or it turned into Timbuktu. I'm not all the way 100 on that. Mansa Musa was known for taking a pilgrimage to Mecca, which I believe is like near Egypt or Cairo. I mean, he traveled all across Africa, really. And a lot of people in that time always took pilgrimage to Mecca. Even when I was watching the History Channel, this show called The Vikings, and I noticed the King Alfred of Wessex took the pilgrimage to Rome. Okay, so it's always like some type of pilgrimage or something, especially in those days from 900 to like 1300, And so Mansa Musa ruled from, hold on, let me get my notes right. well, he was raised rich, so he was always raised wealthy. His parents was wealthy, grandparents was wealthy, and he started ruling in 1312, the year 1312. He had a lot of wealth, so much gold, a lot of salt, a lot of slaves, and he taxed and charged other African countries nearby from their kings and kingdoms. Okay. He was born in the year 1280. What he really, excuse me, what he really is known for is taking a pilgrimage, taking over 60,000 people, people that he knew, like 12,000 of them slaves. He had slaves too, but the yada yada yada. Traveling through Alexandria, helping them out, getting them out of debt, throwing gold out to the poor. Traveling through Italy, the Italian and the Italy people going around talking about the riches of Africa. When I read his history, to me, in so many words, what he did was basically put Africa on blast, in my opinion. This is just my short opinion, but before I put my opinion out there, I'm just going to say that he gave away gold. He actually is known for putting one country and causing them to have inflation. He threw out gold. He had pieces of gold, all kind of gold, silver. He gave out gold to the poor. He helped Alexandria out of debt. And what he did by all this traveling is let other countries like Italy, Europe, not even Europe, but Egypt, all these other countries in Africa and other places that he traveled, all he did to me was let them know, hey, come to Africa. We have all the money, all the resources. We have everything. We're the richest. And I'm not trying to go there in this reading, but it just kind of lets you know what happens when black people have money. Now, it's nice he gave money to the rich. He traveled. But in so many ways, he was saying, we got the money. Come rob us. And that's just maybe my modern way of thinking. But hey, who am I, right? So I really don't have any specific questions. I guess I just want to see what the energy was around his time of his kingdom, okay? So he started off at 1312 ruling. He handed out money to the poor. He caused inflation in another country. He gave them so much money, it kind of made the country poor. That's weird to me, but I didn't get into details with that. And then he died in 1337. And then it seems like after that, the kingdom went downhill. Africa were getting exploited and robbed, and other European countries was traveling to it, and slave trade and all that started. That's like, in my opinion. So let's get into the energy of it. Give me the energy around Mansa Musa around the time that he was born, which was 13. Hold on, let me turn the paper around. 1280. He was born in 1280. Give me the energy around Mansa Musa when he was born around 1280. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for shielding me in this reading. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Three of Swords. Arrogancy. The cards don't lie. Hold on. Saint Archangel Michael, defend me in battle. Be my protection against the wickedness and the snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray. And do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, thrust into hell Satan and all the other evil spirits who prowl about the world, seeking the ruin of souls. Amen. I have to say that prayer. Look what came out first. So this is already kind of letting me know that Mansa Musa parents wasn't the best. He had like the dad was very arrogant. The dad was very dark, very evil, very twisted. It was just a heartbroken time, a bad time. Not so much when he was born, but it was like around 1280, Africa, the country, and things that was going on. I'm also getting the Four of Pentacles here, which shows that his parents were stingy. Okay, a lot of kingdoms went poor. A lot of kingdoms were taxed. They were rich. His parents, they held all the sources. And, you know, I could say parents. I'm getting mostly the dad. It could be the mom too. But overall, the dad, okay? He held all resources. He didn't share. He didn't open up. He ruled with an evil fist. He tortured and made a lot of people in the kingdom bad. And I'm just reading what I see. You know, history, you know, history, you know, people aren't actually there like that. So, like, I don't know. Look, I'm just reading, okay? I do see that the father or the parents, I'm getting the father, wasn't in control long and didn't have control for too long. Oh, women couldn't say shit. Women didn't have a say. Women didn't have, it was no light, no candles. It was no energy. And it goes back to my American Slaves video. So check out my historical readings. It's kind of coming out again. Look at this. Woman in reverse. This is the woman energetically, you know, finding her confidence and cleansing her soul and finding her balance and her peace. Wasn't none of that allowed. Wasn't none of that allowed. None of that allowed. And all the kingdoms really wasn't making money but the father and his kingdom. This is his parents. This is their kingdom. Just them holding out all resources. And then look in the back, the tower moment. All right. This was like a bad, heartbreaking time. And it's not even bringing up Mansa Musa being like so much here yet. I do feel like whoever his mother is, I feel like she left. Now, it may have been hard for her to leave. And she dang near may have lost her life doing so. Because she wasn't in love with the dad. She was getting treated bad and tortured, actually. And I don't mean like tortured to DEATH. I just mean like beaten, raped, all that stuff. Just not happy. And so I don't know what the history says in the books, but I actually don't see Mansa Musa growing up so much with the mother around like that. And if she was around, she was not around. Like, she may have been there physically, but not there mentally, emotionally, affectionately. Like depression, major depression. All right. But rich, I see money. I see money. And it wasn't rich like rich is nowadays. Before, to be 1280, that was rich. You know, 4 coins, that's rich in 1280. Give me the energy around Mansa Musa when he became king. When he became king, let me see. He started ruling in 1312. And then around 1324, he did the pilgrimage. From 1334 to 1337. Traveling around the world, giving out riches. Give me the energy when he got in the kingdom. Around 1313. When he first started being king. What kind of king was he? He definitely became king. Look at this. Powerful too. This is the emperor. So he was in charge of all the kingdoms. I'm about to get my regular tarot out here. Oh yeah. Hold on. Before I start. Financial reasons got him in the kingdom. Okay. It was like a financial challenge. I also see, it's not just financial. I also see generation. So maybe through the father, you know, like back then how it was. But overall, I'm definitely seeing financial things. And it was a balance between him and the Two of Pentacles is here. So he may have had a sibling, like a brother. Because I didn't look at too much. The videos that I did see, they were like 5-minute videos. So, you know, those videos don't give out too much information. Trying to fix my camera here, y'all. But, it could have been between him and a brother, but I feel like he was chosen. They, like the lights this way, they chose him. This is the emperor, so he was definitely the king of not just Mali, but I'm getting like a large percentage of whatever he ruled, whether that was just Timbuktu, Mali, some other parts of Africa. It said that I wrote down notes. It was saying in the notes that he had a lot of gold, a lot of salt. He had over 12,000 slaves. He had a lot of other kingdoms, and he ruled over a lot of other smaller kingdoms, and whatever wealth and things that they made, he taxed them as well. I'm getting that he was the type of king that always had to worry about betrayal, and was always conflicted with somebody trying to betray him or take his spot, or one of those kings that always have to worry about somebody trying to assassinate him. I'm seeing that energy a lot. A lot of depression, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of sorrow, a lot of pain. One of those type of kings. But Three of Pentacles is here. Working a lot, working hard, making money. Nine of Cups, he was, look at this, and look at this card. If you look at it good enough, you can see that it's gold. You see that treasure of gold down here? You see all these bowls are gold bowls. They're gold. Like, you can't, the card, but they're gold bowls. And this person is swimming in a bunch of gold. Look, if you look at this is them underwater with treasure and gold. The water is made of gold. Sort of like I hate that I'm sounding crazy like that real quick, but like a golden shower. But yeah, gold. So he was very rich. He worked a lot. He had a network, a good network team when they got the money and they taxed. So it was kind of like he came in time and healed something that the father wasn't doing. Like, the father was collecting riches, but he wasn't giving them out. He was just sitting in it, holding it. Sort of like the French was doing when they wasn't giving any money to the peasants and stuff like that. But Mansa Musa was taxing and equaling out everything. So yeah, they were overtaxed, and not even overtaxed, but they were just taxed, because I'm not seeing over. Three of Pentacles is not really overtaxing. You see how the father came out with Four of Pentacles and Mansa Musa came out with Three of Pentacles, so that's good. He was taxing the other kingdoms, but they had jobs and they were bringing in money, so it was equal. It was an equal trade, and it was successful, and they were fulfilled. But he had a lot of envy. He had a lot of jealousy. So he fought a lot of spiritual attacks. He fought a lot of heartbreak. He fought a lot of spiritual attacks. I keep hearing that very loud and clear. Very loud and clear. And I feel like he had to worry about assassinations. Okay. Other than that, he was popular. He was charming. He was a ladies' man. He had a beautiful wife. I still see him. This is him still trying to fight off spiritual attacks and assassinations. And I feel like a lot of people were trying to take his place. Give me more energy. A lot of options. Look at that. Look at that. All that jewelry, all that gold, all that rubies, and a lot of opportunities and options. So the history is a little true, but the Three of Swords keeps coming out. So a lot of heartbreak, a lot of burden, a lot of disheartening. Him giving out riches. I feel like energetically he gave out too much, and then that's when the opportunities and all that started falling. Now, like I said, I really don't have too many questions because the history is not really talking too much about it. I do kind of want to know what the energy was around the time he was giving out money and doing the pilgrimage. Give me the energy around Mansa Musa when he was going on his pilgrimage. Give me the energy around that. Then I want to know about Cairo, Egypt, and Italy. Give me the energy around the pilgrimage. Look, the cards don't lie. It said in the histories that he was going on a pilgrimage, helping other countries get out of debt, giving out money to the poor, he actually put another country in inflation because he made them, I don't know how, to be honest, but giving out riches and helping other countries. It said that he got Alexandria out of debt. He helped them get out of debt. But I feel like he lost his riches in his kingdom at the end. See? And so I feel like this made a lot of other kingdoms want to come and take, especially in Africa. Oh, Africa doing it like that? Let's do it. Now, at first, I feel like the other places was having a hard time. But I feel like as soon as he passed, they came. See? I feel like as soon as he passed, yeah, they took it. So that was I want to know that was the pilgrimage, to be honest. I want to know the energy around him in Cairo, Egypt. Give me the energy. Give me Cairo, Egypt energy towards Mansa Musa around 1324 through 1322 when he got to Mecca. Ooh, a lot of strength, a lot of courage. Okay, so that's not bad energy. A lot of strength, a lot of courage. But to be honest, I feel like it was something about Cairo, Egypt, and Alexandria that broke Mansa Musa. Like, they broke him. They broke him. And he gave it to them, so he kind of broke himself. Yeah, they kind of broke him. He kind of helped them get out of debt, and they kind of robbed him of his resources. See? So I feel like Cairo, Egypt had a plan. And I want to know real quick, what did this... Mansa Musa going on this pilgrimage, what did this make other countries think about Africa? By him going on this pilgrimage, spreading out money, and basically flossing like black dudes be doing sometimes when they don't got to. What did this make the other countries think of him doing this? Let's go take these resources. They got a lot of resources and we need to grab them. The secrets out about Africa and all that wealth and riches and water. Let's drain them of their babies. And I don't mean like their kids and the wives and the mothers naturally, but this talks about every single little detail out of Africa, from the animals to the fields to the crops to the grain. We're gonna take their memory. We're gonna see the world in reverse. This is Africa. We're gonna take their resources, their money, their water, their wines, their vineyards. We're gonna take it. See, take it. So I feel like, you know, and no disrespect to Mansa Musa, it was good he was helping out the poor, but I feel like Mansa Musa started the energy of the slave trade. He just, you know how they say somebody light the fuse and then it starts. I feel like he lit the fuse for the slave trade. It takes me back to my African. It takes me back to the African slavery part 1, part 2. Part 1, when I was talking about in Africa how they were closed in and nobody knew, and they had all that resources and wealth, and they just wanted to adapt and they wanted to go out and see what was beyond them, and they started going out. Which, I mean, I don't know, I'm not gonna say nothing is wrong with that, because American people, humans in general, we are wanderers. So it's like, that's what they do. They're wanderers, they're restless. I'm saying they, like I'm not a human, but we're wanderless, we're restless. So I feel like that's what they do. But I mean, like, what can I say? You know, him doing this is what started the slave trade. So it's just still going back to Italy, thinking like, okay, they got all these wealth, these riches, these big families, all this. Let's take it. Let's take this opportunity. Let's slowly take all their resources and break them. And while we're at it, let's take their women too. That's the energy I'm seeing from it. So I got one more question and then I'm done. Give me the energy around Mansa Musa's death. Give me the energy around what happened after he died in Africa. Give me the energy of what happened around the time he passed in Africa. Because he really doesn't have a big super history like that. And I'm not really going into details like that, his parents and all that. I just want to know about his pilgrimage. What was it like in his kingdom? The history that I got from him is he's the one to me, he lit the fuse for people getting to Africa to be able to start the slave trade, because it didn't start till right after that. Maybe not right away, because he passed away in 1337, but like 1600, yes, you started the fuse. Now, first they were coming to Africa just taking the resources, the gold, the diamonds, the salt, and stuff like that. Then it started being people. So give me the energy after Mansa Musa's death and what happened to Africa. All right, so this is him. This is the Justice card. This is him having control and Africa being firm in justice while he was alive. But look, as soon as he died, it was like he did have a firm grip on Africa, and it was like he had the city sort of like attached and trapped to him. But when he passed, Africa wasn't a part of one trap no more. It was open, like the trap being cut open. And I will admit, well, Mansa Musa is admitting in this energy that after he passed, he made a foolish decision of going out and not so really much doing the pilgrimage, but traveling and helping other countries get out of debt and flossing and showing off money, and not really helping the poor, but showing off money and helping other countries get out of debt. He feel like the Ace of Cups is here in reverse, so he really feels like he made a foolish mistake, and that he didn't show the love and support that his country needed after he left. He didn't protect them. This is the Ace of Swords in reverse. He was like, see how this person, let me show you the card the right way. See how this person is there? It's a protector. Behind them is all the land, the resources. This is that person. He felt, this is in reverse. He felt like, okay, I didn't leave it protected for when after I died. I left it open. My ear keep itching. Lord Jesus. Ugh. It sucks it don't suck, but it's just crazy being a physical empath. It's like, Jesus Christ. I'm holding my ear, holding on the inside of it while I'm reading. It's like, But yeah, he didn't feel like he left the kingdom protected. He left them vulnerable and harmless, and a foolish mistake. The fool is here in reverse. A huge foolish mistake. No law, no justice. He didn't make the right decisions or the right laws. He left Africa under bad, like he left Africa under a bad connection with each other. Like things were so bad that the people weren't connected with each other no more. And how do you say that? I'm not gonna say civil war, but yeah, civil war too, but like no connection. Everybody got disconnected after. But when he was here, they had the strength and the resources. But look what shows up with the King of Swords. And so that's the people, the other countries coming and taking over and making it confliction. So that's the energy that I see. I'm going to pull a little bit more cards on what happened after Mansa Musa's death, but definitely the country not having a connection and communication with each other no more. Not really so much Africa, but Mali and Timbuktu. The country lost connection. A lot of arguments and disagreements, and you know how they're saying agree to disagree? And people just going off making new decisions. The new king coming through being greedy. And people just trying to get their strength. And then that's when women queens started coming through after that. But then the emperor, the kingdom just went down after him. And they were opened. It came out again. No connection. So that's the energy that I see. Just a lot of regret of how... And it's sort of like I said before I did the reading. He opened the floodgates for other countries to come and exploit Africa. And first it started off with resources, but then it became people. So I'm going to end the reading here, you guys. Thank you for checking me out. And I will see you guys in the next read. And let me know if this makes sense or if this is connecting. Bye.